Alright, so here are all the parts that make up the Wing Gundam Zero Custom EW version Kentucky, separated by trays. In this tray we have the red and yellow. In this one we have the blue, all the charcoal parts. And on here I decided to separate the two trays with now with two color tones. This is all the armored part trays in the shield, while all the wing parts are there. So that way I can keep it separate and have it in a, not confuse it with this one. I know that that's all one part in a way, so I'm going to keep that to the side. And that way it allows me to concentrate on certain things. But yeah, I'm just right now reviewing all this. I also removed the parts for the base, which here's a few here. This part here. Interestingly, the base is a little different. It's not like the original Action Base 2. I don't even think it's the other ones, the newer ones. This may be a little different, or maybe I've got to remember the original base. But either how, I have that to the side, and I'll probably assemble those separately. I'll probably do that in a moment. But this way I have everything laid out here, and I'm looking at, like the blues. I completely maybe didn't mention this before, but there is two-tone of blue. So we have the dark tone, and we have the light tone, but we're not doing that for this kit. Once I begin removing all the excess flash, I can begin planning out what to do with it. Here are all the charcoal parts. I don't see any other different color tones. Actually, matter of fact, let me review the manual again. So you have two types of white. You have white and white gray parts, and that's that second tone color, which quite frankly, and maybe I didn't, I believe, as I'm looking at this, I believe the other tone colors must have been from plate number 2, the A plate, because I know the A plate comes with a lot of white parts, but I would have to like visually look at them. The manual sometimes gets away with it, but it's kind of hard to see that, so I'm just going to eyeball it. And I mean, I think there's enough panel lining and separations on the legs to do the two tones in whatever specific area. The thigh is one solid leg, a solid part in the sides, but in the front there's a separation where I can probably mask that off and paint the other color tone. Don't know about the rest of the body because there's a lot of blue parts there, which of course will be painted the darker tone colors. So that's going to be quite interesting. The wings, of course, is the one thing that's going to be more different here. But in the original scheme of things, you have the dark blue, regular blue, the yellow, which shine red, doses inside. The red part is shine red with black. Then you have the gray. We have various mixture here to make this type of gray. And then the green color, which in reality I didn't notice this till now. There's this part. I thought I put this here. Maybe it's under the decal sheet. Yep, there it is. So the decal sheet, even though you're not going to be using it, has that green color, and it's a very, very light green. Just so you know, it's not strong. It's this pastel type green. I'm going to pull out my neon green that I have, so I can paint the this part. Whether I'm going to paint it in the inside or take the clear part and paint it on the flip side remains to be seen. I don't know yet so far. But yeah. Oh, yeah, I just noticed it right now. Hold on. The shield has a green strip there. And that, is there a clear part for this? Yeah, this part. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Let's get to start cleaning this, and then I'll begin with the inner frame. Let's get certain things out of the way so that way it doesn't bother me later on. Let's assemble the base stand, the display base for the Wing Gundam Zero Custom EW version Gatoki. Let me see here. I'll make this. Actually, hang on a second. So, that position, that goes there, and that little notch goes here. Okay, that's interesting. Then this goes there. Hang on a second. Just want to make sure I'm looking at this right. No, it goes there. Alright, that's right. So that goes like that, and that goes like this. Wait. Let's not overexert ourselves here, because I am missing something. Going a little fast here, sorry about that. First I gotta put this on, to seal this up. Alright, there we go. And going back to this, I'll need that. That goes there. So that locks into place like so. And that locks into place like so. It's one of the first time I'm seeing an action base without the actual screws that you normally use for something like this. Then that. That one goes there. That one goes there. This one goes here. That locks into place. And we have this here and here. And then that goes like that there. And we have some, hold on a second, I'm going to bend that around. Bring this camera about so you guys can see this here. So that locks into place like so. And there is some attachments here, so there are these extra parts here, but then again, hold on, I gotta look at that manual, the parts guide. Oh, okay, so there's some parts that we don't really need to use. Alright, so we don't need this, this, and this. All we need is that. And then there is a part that is connected to here to connect it to the Wing Gundam once it's assembled. But that's good. This is actually a very strong base, and it's very different than the normal ones that I normally see. I don't remember seeing this type of pattern before. But, good enough. That base is done. Let's now move on to the next part. Okie dokie. Let's now begin building this kit, beginning with, of course, the inner frame. A lot of parts that you see here that makes up the torso of the Verka Wing Gundam EW Custom. We'll start with this guy. And you gotta keep it in this position, and then him go right there. Now before you put this on, hold on, we have this part that supposedly goes like that through the hole. It's a little resistance. Checking the way it is. Just okay, there we go. And then we just close these two right there. Now I'm making the inner frame, and there's a red part that goes there, but we're not going to put that on yet. Alright, next we will need this. I'm going to zoom in for a second so you guys can see this. We need that, and then we need this that goes through there. Then close this up like so, and then we take this part, but before we take it, we grab another part here, and this goes there like so. Am I seeing that right? No. It goes the other way around. Alright. So then this goes there. Like so. We take this part, which is actually the canopy, or hero sits, but we're not putting them in yet. That goes there. This one goes there. I have to put this down a bit because we need the other part for this. That's like that, and then that has to go like that. Just double check the other one. Yes. Hey. I believe that goes in. Yeah, because this one pops out like that. Alright, so that part's done. Now we have these two parts here. Okay, so that goes like this. And then this goes like this. Like that. Let me repeat the process for the other one. Alright, so both of them are like that. Oh, interesting. This thing has a locking mechanism that goes there where the blue part is, so it can hold it down into place. So I am not going to get the blue part since it's not been cleaned up. But this is what it would look like that. So we put that over here and we put that over there. Then we have the two little mini Vulcans that go in here. Ooh, wait a minute, there's a little bit of a flash there. There we go. So that one goes there. Open. That one goes there. The Vulcans connect to there is this notch, this part, the cover. So the Vulcans, I believe they go like that. Hold on. Yeah, it's not the other. It's not the opposite direction. Shoot. Because it can't go upwards. It has to go downwards. So when the flap comes up, it exposes the minigun. Plus, there's this connector here that goes in there. That goes there. And then this one connects into place like so. And then it will look like that coming up, showing off the miniguns and then closing down. Let me put this on with the other one. That's good. So these parts are done. And then we have the neck part for this, which needs it for. I'm putting it on because this is the only thing that holds up the head. This will be a part that's going to be glued, will be sanded down, and I'll leave that there because it is going to be part of the build. And unfortunately, there is something here that goes here. I believe that this goes on this, and then this supposedly goes under this. But it also goes here. Actually, let's see if I can. I'm missing something. Oh, darn it. I knew I forgot something. This goes there. Idiot. I was like wondering why this thing didn't look like it was going in. But that's okay. We figured it out. It's not a big deal. No harm. Especially if you don't do it right. Come on, get your ass in there. Okay, so that's good. And then this goes here for that. Which is a bit wonky. But there you go. Okay, so it's not a complete torso assembly, but that's all the parts that there. Oh, of course, this is in. Take that off, you moron. So if that's there, this goes here. That goes. That goes there. Come on. Oh shit, come on. Let's bring that down a bit just in case. There we go. Now that closes up. Alright. And then this goes here like I was saying before. There we go. Alright. So the inner frame of the torso is done. I am going to clean up the blue part so I can connect it on because I want to see what this kit looks like overall, fully assembled with the inner frame. So this part is complete. Let's move on to the next part of the build. Alright, so the next part is going to be the head that makes up the Wing Gundam EW Burka. And surprisingly, no charcoal parts whatsoever. Nothing whatsoever that makes up the inner frame of the head. You don't get that, unfortunately, with this. I do believe there is an inner frame for the head in the original Master Grade, which we will discover that later on. But for now, grab the face mask, and we put the only red part here, which can be a bit of a chore. think I got it. I used a knife to push it in. Alright, good. Clearly I have to remember this later on. Then we have, we have this part that goes here. And then we have this part that actually is the eyes. There are clear parts, which I'm going to see if I can paint them black and then paint the eyes. I believe it's green. Oh my god, I just realized it right now. Let me see. Yep, green. Super green. Not only that, this needs to be painted green as well. And it goes like that. Followed by this part that goes here. This part that goes here. A little bit of scarring there, which I'm going to have to begin sanding down. And we have this part that goes there. This part that goes here. Oops. There we go. And even though I was not going to do it, I'm going to put them on anyway because it needs to be completed. And that is the V-fin, which you do have to be very, very careful. I'm not going to push it all the way because I'm afraid. I may break. Alright, we'll take a risk. Alright, so there's the head, minus with some clear eyes. It's almost too small. I'm not digging the head. And that needs to be worked on. Okay, so this part is complete. Let's now move on to the next part of the build.